Guys, thank you for coming out. It's Rick here and John. We are here with Airgun Expo 2025. John's with New England Airgun. Thank you, John, for coming out. I told us, hey, we're going to do something. I want you to be part of it. Oh, I'll hop a plane. I'm like, oh, was this a good thing? Was it a bad thing? So far, it's been pretty good. But thank you for coming out. Really do appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
But we're going to talk about the FX Impact Mark III. This guy is my favorite FX airgun. I have other FXs that I like, but this is the one that it has like a permanent place in my wall, on my wall or in my gun safe. I don't have a lot of things. I actually have nothing that can do what this gun can do. In 35 caliber, it shoots like a dream. And it's multi-shot, 18-round magazine. I can tune it for shot count, or I can tune it for power. I can hunt with it. I can plink with it. It's awesome, and I can get about 150 or so. Yes.
Can you show us the gun?
You want to show? Look, my wife, the peanut gallery, is over there.
The director.
There. How's that? Is that better? Is that better?
Yes, sir.
I just don't want it to fall over with the wind. I'm gonna hold it better by the force. Okay. Anyway, so this is the Mark III. We were just kind of looking at when it came out, right? So the Impact came out around 10 years ago, 2015.
About 10.
And then this came out about 5 years ago. So they have the Mark IV now. Now, what's the difference between Mark III and Mark IV? Do you know? Am I putting you on the spot?
Not much.
Okay.
I don't know specifically if they did anything with the 357.
Okay.
But the other ones, they removed one of the regulators.
Okay.
And they had one regulator, then they went to two regulators. I guess everybody was putting one regulator all the way up the top, blowing all the seals. So they've removed that problem. No second regulator.
I got you. Okay.
Back to one.
All right. Well, this has dual regulators, and I had some help tuning this way back, and you guys can check the channel and see my videos on it. And I've set it for, let's see, the first reg. This is the pressure. The first reg's about 180. And the second reg is about, no, how is that more? I needs to clear it. Needs to take it off safety. Okay. There we go. That's dropped a little bit. So we're like 170. And then back here, I'm at about 180-ish. And I think it may balance out a little bit more. I haven't looked at this for a while. I thought I had more spread on my regs. Now, should I have more spread on my regs?
I would think so.
Okay, well, but that'll be for another day.
That's what most people did, is they would max out both the regs.
No.
So that's why they went back. I believe that's why they went back to one reg.
Yes.
No need for two if you're running them both at the same pressure.
Yeah, my intention on this when I set it up, and we'll take a couple shots to be able to even out, was to run the front one about 190 and the back one about 160, 170. Yeah. And that's about where I wanted to be. Anyway, let's do some shooting. So 35 cal, 18 rounds. I'm going to pull the trigger a couple times, and then we have some folks here already lined up to shoot this gun. So super cool magazine, right?
Oh, yeah. That's the... Oh, I forget the name of it. The
moon or something? Is it?
Yeah, the moon, the sun, the stars. The side shot.
Is that what it is?
Side shot.
Okay.
Originally made the magazines, and FX acquired them in some way or another, but that was a side shot design, and it has been phenomenal. They've put that design through all the different FX series now.
It is super easy to load, and it's not like you have to load one in backwards and stand on your head funny and hold your breath, stick your tongue out or anything. It just works really slick.
Yeah, like Rick mentioned, it's got like a half moon lock on the top, so you move that to the opening and you take off the top of the cover, put it back together, move the half moon back, and...
Okay. Now, one thing about this, I bet you there's people who are like, you got to shoot slugs, man. What are you doing? Why aren't you shooting slugs out of that thing? Well, first of all, the magazine's let me get the thing back in there. Oh, you know what? Cock the gun. So
all the probes out of the way.
It's one of those, like pro tips, cock the gun first. We were having that problem with the brake barrels. Why didn't it work then? We loaded the mag, but I forgot to cock it. The magazine's pretty thin, so it's not like it's going to take a lot of slugs. I mean, I think maybe obviously the FX slugs will run in it, but it's hard to find slugs that'll run in this. I just shoot pellets. I'm a pellet shooter anyway. All right, I'm going to go for those green gongs over there. And was this sighted in? I don't remember.
This one was fresh. I don't think we took this one out at all.
Uh-oh. All right, well, let's see. Fire. I think we did a little bit. I forgot that this was so quiet. That was the other reason I like this gun so much. You're shooting 30. We have some other 35s we'll be shooting. We'll shoot the other gong. Yeah.
Could you quiet the sound on the target?
Yeah, the targets are too loud. Can we get the targets to quiet down a little bit,
target
please?
silencers, please, anybody?
Yeah.
The shots you just took, yeah. Why is the impact looking different than what's already on there? Is it a different size pellet? Is it a different type? What?
We were hitting that with a 25. So weight of pellets about 25.4. These are 80 some change. What are these? These are, 77.16 grain. So three times heavier, and like that big to that big. So 25 cal to 35 cal.
Yeah, much bigger hole.
It's a little bit high. A little bit high left. We got some wind going on. All right. Who wants to take some shots? Yes.
Now, I don't know the exact specs or anything,
Yep.
but I believe this is one of, if not the winningest gun in competition.
Okay. The impact, the marking rate.
impacts
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
They're just phenomenal. They win everything. It's accuracies.
Yeah, no excuse. And I know that you can also take the impacts and you can change out calibers. They're fully customizable. That's what made it like unique in the day, was that you had the ability to fully customize the gun.
Yep.
And yeah, because when I first got this, I was talking to somebody. You take a look at those.
Big puppy.
Yeah, and when that hits, that pellet just spreads out and becomes like razor blades spinning. So it's great on coyotes.
Now, like your brake barrels, you got to find a good pellet for the brake barrel because there's no adjustment in the gun.
Yep.
You can run almost anything through this and tune the gun to shoot that projectile the best it will shoot.
Yeah.
And they're always going to have one pellet that's going to shoot better than the rest, but you can get them all to shoot really good.
Yeah. All right. So this, I'm going to put the safety on just so that you can go the whole gamut. This is your charging lever. So you pull it all the way back, push it forward.
Okay.
And then put it on fire and you're good to go. That's fine. Okay.
That's fire there.
Flip it back. That's fire there. Yep. Very light trigger. Yep. We're focusing on the green gongs.
You need a smaller bag?
You need to go that lower or higher, or what you need?
Where's the little bag? Right there.
Can't go any lower. We're as low as we can go. You want the little bag?
Yeah.
That might be too low. You get really, really comfortable. It is a funny gun unless you have the right bipod. Then that works pretty good. But it can be a little tricky to get rested.
The scope is different.
Yeah, that's a different scope.
Too much zoom?
No, I think this is where I had my cheek.
Yep. We'll see.
And the cheek too far forward, I think.
Okay. It's not a hawk. That's the problem. Sorry. I meant to put a hawk on it.
Nice.
Yeah. To fire again, just rack the cocking lever. Push forward. Yeah. Now, you feel how smooth that is
It is.
compared to the other gun you shot?
Yes.
Vastly different, right? Still hitting the target and accomplishing that goal, but the mechanics are very, very different.
And that's what you're paying for, is the better mechanics, the better fits, finishes, materials.
Yep. All that adjustability.
Yep.
Is you having trouble with that scope? I'll hold on just a second, finger off trigger. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit and see if that makes it a little bit easier. Try that.
Yes.
There you go. A little more forgiving on the eye relief there.
Don't move my cheek.
Now, was this guy getting for pounds of energy?
I
Over 100?
got mine. I turned this one up and got 150.
150? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a lot. That's a lot of energy. And that was with shooting some slugs, not with pellets. Okay.
A lot of quiet energy.
Yeah, it's super quiet too.
The scope is different from.
Yeah. And that, well, maybe we'll put a different scope on this later in the weekend. Somebody else can try it. Who's next?
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
It's interesting the sound, the pellet going through the air is louder than.
Yeah, you actually hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what he's saying is the gun's so quiet, you actually hear the pellet going through the air is louder than the report of the gun. More noticeable, maybe.
Yeah. It's not that it's.
Let me try that. Here, try this. This will get you a little higher. Yep. How's that? Does that work for you? Okay, so you're on safe. Go ahead and cock it. You're ready to go. Yeah, we'll stay on those. Yep.
Okay.
You're all set.
On the gong.
Yeah, stay on the green gongs.
Yeah, the pellet going through the air. It's not that it's breaking the sound barrier. It's more just singing.
It's stink. Yeah, it's really cool. Now, I don't know if we said how many rounds you get. See, 18 rounds in the magazine. Yeah. Now, when I first got it, they had it tuned for. I didn't get it from you. This was before we started working solid together. But where I got it, I had it tuned for shot count. We could get 2 to 3 mags out of it. Now it's tuned. You get 1 good mag, and then you got to top it off. 250 bar. So, all right, that's enough. Let your old man get a shot or two. What do you think?
Good. I was feeling out the trigger better of what I was told.
Yep.
I'm the oddball.
Oh, we got a lefty. We got a lefty.
Yeah, that's a match grade trigger, so it's very sensitive.
Yeah. I felt like I was hitting in the exact same spot.
Yeah.
On the gong.
Yeah.
You all set? You need a more angle, or are you okay?
No, I'm good right there.
Okay.
No, I'm good. I've shot a first set. We're good.
Yep. And we're sitting for power right now. We're a little over 200 bar. It's so quiet. I think what really impressed me with this gun is how much power you get for how little noise.
Yeah.
Because it is just smacking hard, man.
The spots are much larger than
the 25. Yeah.
We do get a lot of people who come back and they want to return their gun because it doesn't sound like it's loud enough to have the power that it has. And we shoot it across the crony and do the math, and it's got the power. It's just quiet.
Yeah. That's what really impressed me with this gun, besides the fact that it was a 35, with that ease of action and that multi-shot and that shot count and everything else, was the power you could get out of it.
Push it?
100? You can go ahead and, you want to do 100, babe? Go to the Ram?
No, we can wait. Probably I just need to get my sight picture.
And you adjust your parallax too. That's your magnification. Yes, the other side.
Yeah, I know. I'm a lefty, so.
Lefties.
Only because I have to.
Now the trick is, can we sling that? What we'll do is when we're done this, you guys go figure out how to sling it.
Parallax, can Go
You,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah. Adjust his. I just had it all the way out for Javi. I don't know how much zoom that scope has.
About
Is 16 is 20. You can go up to 20. You're at 17 now. I'm glad it's not as hot today as it was yesterday. Yesterday was brutal.
That was
even though the wind's blowing, it feels nice.
Yeah, wind is nice today.
20 degrees difference is very welcome.
Yeah,
Oh, 20, not even 20, 10.
yeah.
10's enough.
You're going for the Ram?
Yeah.
Way low. Way low.
Yep.
Way low, way low, way low. So there you go. Whatever adjustment you made, it was a good one.
2.
Oh, you're out. No.
Reload.
Yep. And we actually are going to need to fill it. Hold on. There's a little switch here.
Oh,
We'll
that's right.
grab a tank.
Yep. Grab the tank with the right fill end. Okay, so
Open.
yeah, you just leave it open. Now, to fill these, you can get a little compressor, or I would hate to hand pump this. That's a lot of tank. Yeah, you flip it over so you can get access to the port. But if you have a decent compressor that can fill tanks, then you just get a tank, fill tanks, you can fill your guns off the tank.
Oh,
There you go.
it is.
It's like a full service gas station.
Yeah, man. Got somebody loading your mags. Goodness, what the heck, man?
Oh,
I'm holding the
flip
gun.
it over the other way so we can see how much we have in there.
Other way, no. There
That
you go.
works too. So that's 250 bar right
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Now, what is the best fill device?
All right. What do you think?
Hand pump,
Oh God,
tank, compressor.
You could hand pump this.
no. No, I guess if I were to answer that question,
I did for 3 years. When we first started with PCPs, couldn't afford the compressors or anything else. So I hand pumped for everybody, $2 a fill.
Are somebody's phone's going off?
You're undercharging.
Yeah. Now I think the challenge would be, can you hit the big bullfrog, one of the big bullfrog target? It's about a disc that big, 100 yards in the wind. And then we ought to have a shootout on the hostage target. If you kill the hostage, you're out.
Now, the hand pumps really aren't that bad. What you have to do, though, is not...
Like that?
Yeah, like that. Damn. All right, what was the holdover? And tell him something else?
Yeah.
Two and a
half.
Yeah.
Ish.
All right. They'll take another one. It only counts if you can do it twice.
But the hand pumps aren't so bad if you don't try to use up all the air in your tank.
Yeah.
So if you shoot reasonable, refill more often, hand pumps aren't bad.
Do you find, or did you find, that you had a moisture problem using the hand pump?
I missed on that.
I've never really seen any moisture in the tanks. It's because after you do the bleed off, it all comes out with the bleed off air.
Because I living in South Carolina, I hand pumped in my Marauder, and it was, by the time I took it apart to figure out what's going on, I could almost like slush the water in the cylinder.
Well, actually, I've never hand pumped outdoors.
Okay. you air conditioned.
We have an indoor air gun range, so
I got
we're filling them indoors all the time.
I gotcha.
But we would get moisture, and it would come out the bottom.
Sure. All right.
Keep drifting left.
All right. You want to try that gong?
The hostage?
You want to try the hostage target?
Sure, let's try a hostage.
All right. Let's try the hostage target.
You guys gonna do it?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
First.
What we should do is round robin it, but we have to change the freaking bench because of Lefty here.
That's why I said I'll just go ahead and do it and see if I can hit it.
How many points does he lose if he shoots his target?
Oh, you're out. You're out.
No more shooting.
Now you're out. No, we're just out for this segment. Don't want to. Ooh.
Just
Okay.
Dakota, come on over. You get to shoot too. After Rick.
yep. I didn't adjust it too
He
bad.
touched it next. He gets it.
So you're 2 and a bit, eh?
Even though he didn't want to. That cocking thing really helps the shooting, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Okay, that was 2.5, and I was holding right for drift. It would have been dead on. No, we're going to go round robin. We're going to let him go next.
I'll go next.
We're all just going to
Just
shoot.
where it is.
We're all just going to suffer through that bench position. That's why I missed. That's why I missed. Safety's on.
No, I didn't. The only adjustment I just used in the magnification.
A little bit right.
Yeah. It went about 1 1/4 to the right.
Okay.
So 2.5 and 1 1/4. Stay.
All right. You're up. You're up next.
Pressure's on.
Pressure's on. Uh-oh. Okay, Javi's getting in. You can get in on this, Javi? Now, he's adjusting the magnification, which if you had a second focal plane scope, you'd be in trouble. But it's first focal plane, so the mil dot spacing stays the same.
Oh.
Well, at least we haven't killed a hostage yet.
The hostage is still alive, and the bad guy is scared.
It's kind of like shooting a knife.
I got it. Yeah. Yeah. Did she tell you the story about her mouse apocalypse with the poor mouse? Looked like a bad Vietnam movie. That poor mouse was just
Javi,
getting
you gotta
hammered.
go about 2.5 up, about 1 1/4 to the left.
Watch him hit it.
Yeah, right?
It's all right. Beginners, we'll just give it to him. It's fine.
And then the wind will change.
Yeah. We got good wind right now. It's coming from our back.
2.5 up, you said?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oof.
I saw where it is.
Okay.
I went 2 1/4.
Okay. All right. Who's next? All right. All right. Bob's up. Okay. Bob, you want to go? Oh, no. So Bob was in the Navy. He shot really big guns, about 16-inch guns.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know. You know, probably not.
that big on board ship. 5-inch was our max.
Oh. Okay. So you guys are saying carry over about 2.5?
2.5 and hold left. You're holding left about 1 1/4.
Yeah.
And don't shoot the hostage in the head, Bob. We're going for the little disc.
Oh, come on.
That's the hard part because you're aiming at the hostage.
Yeah, you're right there.
Oof, just a hair.
You need to go a little more left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
You're
a
up.
hair off.
Around again.
Yeah, we're starting over.
So, everybody watching in the area, they need to come out and they can enjoy
Absolutely.
exactly what we're doing right now. I won't adjust the table anymore.
Thank you. I would have been already done if he had messed with the table.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
This-
height-wise, I was perfect. I was just
A little bit right.
The wind is blowing left.
There it is.
Hey,
And the winner is
Steve!
nice job. Good job. Cool. Yeah, no, that's
I've been watching all of you and here.
Hostage saved.
yep. All right. So that is the Impact FX Mark III or the FX Impact Mark III 35 cal.
Yeah.
Just a phenomenal gun. And you carry FX at your shop.
We get the whole FX line. If you look at their FX line, I could fill the whole shop with only FX.
Okay. Yeah, they have a
There's
ton of stuff.
so much available. I could fill my whole store with just variations of the Impact.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different guns for everybody, anybody, all sorts of price points and whatever you need. I mean, FX can do it.
Yeah. Some of the things we'll talk about as we get through the weekend is some of the things you can do with an air gun you can't do with a firearm. Like this was super quiet because we could put a moderator on this because it's not a firearm. No problem with that.
Right.
And so you can keep things really quiet. It's fun. We're not having to wear ear protection because it makes no noise. It's great. It's a lot of fun. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. And what's our next thing on the schedule? We're going to do the R10. We're doing old school BSA today. So we're going to sub out to the R10. We'll do that. And we'll reset. We'll be back a little bit. John, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Good having you out here. Thank you guys for shooting. And Steve, yeah, I mean, I'm not doing well today on the whole competition stuff. It's not looking good for Rick. Guys, we'll see you in a few minutes. It's Rick with AirgunWeb, Gateway Airguns. Thanks for watching.